Today we're gonna be reacting to a Zack Films clone that tells terrifying stories, but the stories are real. Their channel is Plip, and we're gonna keep watching Plip stories until we get terrified.
This man just found his girlfriend dead on the floor. Great opener. She was 15 weeks pregnant with his child, and someone took her from him. So he calls police and tells them he thinks he knows who did this. But instead of following that lead, police arrest him.
What? Yo, you gotta have evidence to arrest someone. Actually, no, I'm pretty sure police can just arrest anybody they think did the crime.
Luckily for him, he was live streaming video games on YouTube for 6
Valorant
hours on the night of the killing. So police let him go, but he still needs to find who did this.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Weeks that follow, he is a mess. He cannot eat. He cannot sleep. He visits her family constantly. He sits with her parents and cries with them.
That is
He holds
pretty
her
bad,
mother's
bro.
hand and promises her they will find whoever did this. He attends vigils held in her memory. He shows up to rallies demanding justice for her. He stands in front of crowds with tears in his eyes.
Can we just say W husband though? This guy's attending everything he's doing, attending vigils, rallies, and all of that to find justice for who killed his girl.
Begging for anyone with information to come forward. He is there every step of the way, and the whole time, police have no leads, no suspects, no answers. Weeks go by, then months, and it looks like whoever did this is going to get away with it. But then police rewatch that live stream and notice he never once interacts with the chat. They dig deeper and discover—
No way, don't tell me. There's no way it was a pre-recorded live stream.
It was pre-recorded. He matched the man on CCTV, and they tracked him directly to her apartment that night. He was never searching for the killer. He was the killer.
Bro, this whole time, I was rooting for him. And like, oh, he went to the rallies, went to the vigils, went to the funerals and all that. He was the killer. I knew there was a plot twist. It didn't make sense. These are true stories, by the way. So someone out there, I don't know who this guy's name is, but someone did this.
The police kicked open the door as he was teaching his students, and he thought there was a threat in the room. He knew one of them looked suspicious, so he pointed at him.
Oh, this gotta be racist. This gotta be racist.
His whole class watched their teacher get handcuffed, and they just sat there. He's walked down the hallway past other classrooms, and everyone watched him being charged with a felony, recording it. They won't tell him why, calling him disgusting. But after they drove away, they heard what the police were saying. The news immediately spread that he was a monster, but he didn't—
What's that supposed to mean? Like, is this guy like the Hulk or something? Like, what?
Know what he did. They threw him in a cell, posted his picture online,
teacher
and
in
since
jail.
He was everyone's favorite teacher, he made headlines. Teacher under investigation. His own family doesn't know what to believe, and when they finally take him into the interrogation room, they bring out his laptop. But as soon as he explained—
Hey, what do you got files on there, bro?
Should never have been allowed around children, and
please tell me this guy doesn't have CP on his laptop. All right, bro. Like, come on, bro. Please, bro. And the fact that he's around children, man, or like teenagers, I'm sensing he might have it.
Him what they found on his computer. He realized what happened. The IT department at the school had scanned his computer, and his got flagged. When they searched its files, they found hundreds of images of naked bodies.
Oh my gosh. Please tell me those bodies are above age.
The detective told him he was looking at least 10 years, but he just started laughing. He got angry.
Yep. How do you just start laughing? You should know that guy. He's definitely a monster for sure. A psychopath.
His eyes going wide, yelling at him for being a pervert, and is going to get what he deserves.
Yes.
And when the teacher opens his mouth, the detective's face immediately shifted from anger to confusion. Did you guys check what kind of teacher I am? The detective realized he didn't actually know. He opened the folder and started reading, and that's when it hit him. The IT worker just saw the flag and immediately called the police. They showed up and arrested him, trying him to get him away from the students as quickly as possible because nobody checked that he was a biology teacher. All those pictures were used to teach his students anatomy, but since his reputation was destroyed, he didn't return to teaching.
Oh, I'm sorry, bro. Yo, my bad. Yo, I'm too guilty of charge to quickly assume that this guy's bad, bro. Honestly, I'm part of the crowd. I'm gonna say it. Forgive me.
When these two soldiers found a dead homeless man, they decided to use him for something
Yo, bro's about to be used for bait, man.
They gave the man's corpse a bath and even put makeup on him just so they could take—
That's gotta be terrifying to do, man. I don't know, me personally, I don't like handling a dead body. Putting makeup on a dead body, yeah.
a picture of him and create a brand new identity. Then they dressed him as an army officer and put a life jacket on him.
What I say, bro? It be your own people that be doing bad stuff to you.
Him later being thrown into the ocean of enemy waters. He washed up on shore, and when an enemy soldier inspected him, they saw the ID, proving he was a high-ranking officer. And in his pocket, he found a military document saying that the enemy army would attack the north side of the country in a few days. He showed it to their king, who then moved the entire army to defend the north side of the country. But on the day of the supposed attack, no one showed up. That's because on the complete opposite side of the country was where the real army landed.
I knew it, bro. Nah, actually 200 IQ. You know, a sacrifice was needed though. It was needed.
Them by surprise and taking over the entire region.
UK?
Thanks to the dead homeless man.
I guess dead homeless man.
This girl cut her hair off, not knowing it would save her life. She was waiting at a bus stop to go to school when a man pulled up beside her. She noticed he was really handsome, and he asked her if she wanted a ride.
Yo, guys, generally, you don't do this, bro. You don't accept it. Please don't accept it.
And since she was freezing, she accepted.
Oh.
She was grateful for his kindness, but as soon as they started driving, she quickly noticed something was wrong.
I knew it. Actually, I just can't assume with this guy's stories. Like, I assumed the biology teacher was something bad. I thought they're gonna do something bad to the dead homeless man, but you know what, bro? Who knows? Like, this guy actually has good plot twists. Zack films? Nah, we got flip stories, y'all.
She looked out the window and quickly realized
they're going in the middle of nowhere.
Taking the right turns.
Oh.
They weren't heading towards her school at all. She asked him where they were going, but he just sat there, silent. She started silently panicking.
But it's actually
trying to
so
signal
scary.
For help, but they were in the middle of nowhere. She had no other option but to jump out. But when she reached for the door,
Child lock?
nothing was
Oh,
there. He
what?
noticed and immediately started yelling at her. Why did you get in? Why would you do that to yourself?
Is he supposed to just like teach a lesson? Like, what are we doing here?
She was crying now as he told her she'd never escape. Please let me go. She was doing anything she could, but when he saw her, he noticed something. She was begging to get out, but he just said, take your hat off. She didn't know what to do. Take it off now. And as he reached out, he grabbed her head. He took the hat off of her, but when he saw her head, he just stared in anger. She was shaking, terrified, but he suddenly
what are we doing here?
Brakes and opened her door. She got out and he shoved
It's the wrong
her to
person.
ground, saying she was lucky before speeding off. And even though she was free, she would later realize that the man had been stalking her for months. But when he saw her new haircut, he wasn't attracted to her anymore, and she became one of the few people to survive an encounter with Ted Bundy.
Oh, wait, isn't like Ted Bundy like hella crazy? Hold on. American serial killer kidnapper. Oh my god. Yo, that was pretty bad, but we aren't terrified yet, so we're gonna keep watching flip stories.
My teacher tried taking my prosthetic leg off in class because she thought I was faking it.
I ain't gonna lie, this sounds like a his story or like a her stories video, bro. How do you fake a prosthetic leg? That don't even make sense. Like how do you fake this part? Like, wait, what you mean, bro? If you're gonna fake a prosthetic leg, right? Where do you put this part? You know what I'm saying?
Been wearing a prosthetic leg since I was 9 after bone cancer took my real one.
Oh,
By high
no.
school, I'd gotten used to explaining it to new teachers, showing my medical document.
Why do you need to explain that? I think the only person you need to explain it to is maybe the gym teacher. But even so, like, you don't need to, bro. You just see it. Cause how the hell? I'm gonna lie, bro. This is pissing me off.
And moving on, most educators were understanding and supportive, but Mrs. Henderson, our long-term substitute for AP biology, was different from day one. She kept making comments about kids these days, faking everything for special treatment.
Yo, get her fired. Like, genuinely, get her fired.
And would stare at me whenever I used the elevator or took extra time transitioning between classes. I tried showing her my 504 plan and medical records, but she just rolled her eyes and muttered something about convenient paperwork. The breaking point came during a lab practical. I was working at my assigned station when she approached with this smug expression. She whispered that she'd dealt with attention-seeking students before.
Oh my gosh, nah. Try not to get rage bait challenge, y'all.
That my little act wasn't fooling anyone. I explained again that my prosthetic was real, even offering to show her the attachment point, but she just smiled coldly. Prove it then, she said loudly enough for nearby students to hear. If it's real, you won't mind me checking. Before I could react, she grabbed my prosthetic leg and yanked hard, trying to pull it off like it was some costume.
Isn't that like really bad though? Like, I don't know how it works when it comes to prosthetic legs, but it's not hard to like reattach it. Yo!
Piece. The pain was excruciating as
Yeah.
the socket twisted against my residual.
That's what I'm
limb.
saying,
I
bro.
screamed and fell backward, knocking over lab equipment as she continued pulling.
Bro, so wait, other students? Where were the other students, bro?
It would just pop off. The entire class stopped working. Several students started yelling at her to stop. My friend Jake was recording everything on his phone,
Good.
initially thinking it was just another teacher.
Hey, post this on social media, bro. Not saying this in a bad way, but you get millions of likes and bring awareness to this problem.
Student argument, but quickly realizing what was actually happening. Mrs. Henderson kept yanking, getting frustrated that my leg.
Yo! Bro, students, bro. What did the students do? Oh, hell no. If I had friends in that class, we ain't friends no more. All right.
Wasn't coming off easily. She was actually damaging the prosthetic's locking mechanism and causing serious pain to my residual limb. I was crying and begging her to stop, but she insisted I was putting on a show. That's when the principal walked in for his routine classroom observation. He saw a teacher physically violating a student trying
Yo, like, the audacity to do this, bro.
to rip off what she assumed was a fake leg. The look of horror on his face was immediate.
Do something,
"What are you
principal."
doing?" He shouted,
Thank
rushing
you.
over to help me up. Mrs. Henderson, still holding my damaged
Yo, is the principal not gonna do anything? Bro, you just see her doing this, right? And then bro just like, what are you doing?
prosthetic confidently explained that she was exposing a faker and that the leg would have popped right off if it was real.
Yo, if the principal joins in, I'm about to be done with this challenge.
The principal's expression went from confused to absolutely furious when he realized what had happened. Jake showed everyone the video he'd captured. You could clearly see her grabbing my leg, me screaming in pain, and her continuing to pull while I begged her to stop. The evidence was undeniable. She was escorted off campus within the hour and fired before the day ended.
Oh my
The
gosh,
school
thank
district
you.
immediately launched an investigation, and my parents filed both criminal charges
Let's
and a
go.
civil lawsuit.
Let's
Mrs.
go.
Henderson lost her teaching license
Yes,
permanently.
Anna, you better have to pay like $1 million. No, not 10 million, just because of what you doing.
And had to pay significant damages.
Thank you.
Some people just can't believe disabilities they can't see, even
Facts.
when the proof is right in front of them.
I don't believe that. I don't know. I feel like everyone should see that, but I guess there are some people out there.
This kid just got hit by a train.
Yo,
leaving
yo.
His 5-year-old brother alone sleeping on the train tracks.
Just like that? Again, bro, flip stories, bro. Bro, insane hooks.
And when the kid wakes up, he notices his brother is gone. So he runs onto a train thinking his brother might be inside. He's calling out for him.
Bro,
but
it's so clueless, man. I feel so bad because kids that age just don't know. Like they're too young to just understand about the world and stuff.
no one can help. So he sits down and falls asleep. And that's when he loses his family, because he wakes up 1,000 miles away and he gets off with no idea where he is. People don't speak his language and he doesn't know how to get home. So he starts living on the streets until a woman finds him and takes him to an orphanage. But she can't help him get back because he's 5 and doesn't know where he's from. So she finds him a new family in Australia. They give him a good life, but he always remembers where he is from. Then years later, a friend shows him Google Earth. So every night after work, he follows the railways across.
Oh my gosh, wait. Oh, wow. He hasn't seen his family since that time. That's crazy because he doesn't remember. It's just like how we don't remember everything when we were young. Yo, that's so tragic.
India, looking for his hometown. And he does this for 6 years until one night he sees a water tower and a bridge he remembers. So he buys a plane ticket and flies there. Then he walks down a path he remembers from childhood, but his old hut is just rubble now. Then a neighbor recognizes his childhood photo and takes him around the corner. And after 25 years, he finally sees his mother again.
Oh, W ending, bro. Finally. You know what? Hey, maybe this challenge of watching this guy's terrifying stories ain't that bad at all. Let's keep this up, please.
This YouTuber wanted to go viral so bad, so when he found out about North Sentinel Island, he got an idea. It was illegal to try and go there, and since the tribe had no contact with the outside world, they killed everyone who made it. But when he thought about how many views he'd get...
Hey, this is why you don't cloud chase, bro. Because cloud chasing could lead to something like this. Hey, just a theory, bro's about to die.
He didn't care. He booked the next flight out and was about to make the most dangerous vlog anyone.
Let's go, dude!
He flew all the way from Arizona and booked a hotel room as close as he possibly could. His only problem being that it would take hours to get across the water. But since he was already there, he figured he might as well try. He bought a small kayak, packed his camera, and walked down to the beach thinking nobody would care.
That's crazy. Wow, kayak. Not even like a motor. Like I should have kayak. So bro is about to do some rowing for who knows what. If it's hours away, he's about to be out stranded in the sea.
But the second he tried to go into the water, the hotel staff immediately ran out yelling at him, telling him he absolutely could not do that.
Bro looks like a child. Look at this. Dude, we got a child going to North Sentinel Island, which I believe, by the way, for some context, I think there's a tribe there or something. Like a really scared tribe.
Put him in jail, and since he was forced to go home, he never made the vlog, but it
Good.
ate at him. He couldn't let it go.
Bro couldn't let it go, man. You got the biggest warning of the century, right? You know what? Screw that. Let's go.
And knew this wasn't over. He flew all the way back to India,
Oh
but
my.
this time he was prepared. He knew they wouldn't let him back to the coast, so he hitched a ride and snuck his way down to the beach. And at 1 a.m., he dragged his boat down to the water.
It's still there?
This time he had a motor, and with nothing but a camera and a Diet Coke, he got in. He
Diet
sailed
Coke.
for nothing.
Is this a promo for Diet Coke,
9
man?
hours alone, vlogging the entire time. And
What's
by
up,
some
YouTube?
miracle, he made it. He could see the island, but as he got closer, he started getting nervous. He saw the exact spot the last guy was shot in, but he had already come this far. He got close and started blowing a whistle, but as he did,
Oh my
he couldn't
gosh.
see anything. He got closer, still
Bro, they're waiting for an ambush, bro. They're about to ambush
until
you.
eventually
Ooh,
he hit the
stab.
sand.
What?
Still nothing. He was expecting.
Wait, why would you hit the sand, bro? You literally... Honestly, why am I even questioning this guy? Because he's so stupid to go there in the first place. If you think about it, if you were careful to go here, you wouldn't be on the sand because it takes time to you to get out. So if the tribe comes after him, he's cooked.
To record them and make a quick getaway before they could kill them, but he knew nobody would believe him. So that's when he decided to step out, having no idea what he was getting himself
He's
into.
cooked.
He knew his vlog wasn't good enough, so he walked onto
Bro, these YouTubers, man. These YouTubers do anything for the views, bro.
the beach, just meters away from where they shot the last vlogger dead.
Wait,
He
where's the
started
arrow?
doing
Where's the
anything he
arrow?
could to get their attention, but as it stayed perfectly silent, he started to get nervous. He couldn't see them, but since they were in the trees, they could shoot him at any second. His nerves started getting to him, and as he waited, he got back in his boat and pushed off from the shore. Even there, they could shoot him easily, but
Smart
he wasn't
man.
giving up.
Oh my god, what you mean? But he wasn't giving up, bro.
He kept blowing.
Bro, get away, yo! It's the universe telling you to go away or you're gonna die.
Filming, doing anything to get them to come out. But eventually, he went back, leaving his Diet Coke on the beach. And the second he reached the shore, the police were already waiting for him. He never got the vlog he wanted, but he did go to jail. This man set a volcano on fire just to prank his entire city.
Okay, yeah, but I wonder what happens. Okay, wait, how do you even do that? How do you set a volcano on fire, bro? Because aren't volcanoes like so big? So for you to get the amount of like firepower or whatever to set a volcano on fire? Yeah, all right, let's see what happens.
In 1974, the residents of Sitka, Alaska, woke up on April 1st to what looked like the beginning of a disaster. Massive black smoke was billowing out of their neighboring volcano. People poured out of their homes.
Hey, all because of one stupid man, by the way.
In a panic, convinced they were watching the last moments before their entire town was wiped off the map. The phones at the police station and radio station were ringing off the hook, and emergency dispatchers had no idea what to tell anyone because nobody had ever prepared for something like this. The Coast Guard scrambled a helicopter and sent it straight toward the volcano.
What are they gonna do? Inspect it? Put it on national TV? Like what?
And as the pilot got closer, the smoke just kept getting thicker and darker. When he finally reached the crater and looked down, he
There's a guy?
expected to see lava,
But there's a guy
or
right there.
molten rock, or something that would explain what was happening. But instead, he saw something that made no sense. Spray painted in the snow, in 50-foot letters, were the words "April Fool." There was no eruption, just 70 burning tires set up by a local man named Porky Bicar, who had spent 3 years planning the prank. And it's
3 years for an April Fool's prank. All right.
now ranked as one of the greatest April Fool's jokes of all time.
Yeah, see, I don't know about that because if you yell like a bomb in a movie theater, you're going to jail. I guess if you set in a volcano, a natural disaster on fire that literally made people question stuff if they're gonna live or not, or they should evacuate, bro becomes the local man fools entire city. Legend status confirmed. Bro, honestly, bro, I think I'm done with flip stories. This is more of a try not to get rage baited. If you guys want to see more content like this, click this video here.